Subaru have delayed the launch of their electric car in many markets, including Australia and New Zealand, and many others. They say that they're not worried, though, about being late to the party. In fact, they're not worried at all. They're not worried about Chinese EVs in particular. They say it doesn't really make any difference to them. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Subaru say they have 4 new electric cars coming. In fact, no, 5. One of them is meant to be out, was meant to be out 6 months ago. They're waiting for the new model of the Solterra because obviously the old version wasn't so good, had a few problems. We've talked about those on the channel a few times. I won't get back into those. So the new Subaru Solterra will be out within a few months. We don't know the price yet. We don't know the specifications. Not sure if Subaru Australia, New Zealand knows those either. But Subaru are saying, you know what? We don't care if there's new Chinese EVs coming. They won't really make any difference to our sales. We're going to smash it anyway. That's what they say. Interestingly, they also say after this new model, there'll be an additional 4 new electric cars coming to market by 2026. So within 2.5 years, Subaru are going to bring out 5 new electric cars. Plus, between 2026 and 2028, they're going to bring out an additional 4 electric cars. In other words, they're going to have 9 different electric cars for sale by 2028. That's remarkable if that is, in fact, true. That would mean between the space of late 2023, so really just a bit less than 5 years, Subaru will go from being an internal combustion engine company into primarily an EV company. Because what are they going to do? Have 9 models of electric car and 9 models of internal combustion? They don't have 18 models right now at all. In fact, Subaru have only about 10 models of car period today. So what this means is Subaru very well could become an EV only company. If they do that, I think they could save themselves. If they don't, well, I see Subaru going down with the ship. What do I mean by the ship? Oh, the ship is Japan, and that ship is slowly sinking into the abyss. Sort of like when the Titanic hit an iceberg. It didn't just sink straight away. It took a little while before it sunk. And remember with the Titanic, a lot of people thought that thing was indestructible. They thought it was unsinkable. That's what people think about the Japanese auto companies here. They think they're unsinkable. Anyway, here's what Subaru officially said. For sure, you have to look at the market and what competitors are doing to understand where you sit. And all we can do is control what we can control. Whatever new product we decide to go with in Australia and New Zealand, we have to make sure it remains absolutely true to the brand. You don't blink and react just because something may be different in the market. So the Subaru Solterra crossover will be arriving around about October, maybe November this year. And Subaru say that this is a car that is really true to the spirit of Subaru. You'll only be able to drive an all-wheel drive model. Subaru won't offer the front-wheel drive version of the BZ4X. Hang on a minute, BZ4X. Did I just say that? Oh, Freudian slip there. Sorry, guys. What I meant to say was the Subaru Solterra. Obviously, it's a very different car to the BZ4X. No, actually, it's not really. It's pretty much the same car as Toyota's BZ4X. The Solterra and the BZ4X are twins under the skin. They look slightly different, but they're basically the same vehicle. So clearly, that means then, if you buy a Toyota BZ4X, you're getting a vehicle that is truly a Subaru. And if you're buying a Subaru, then you're getting a vehicle that is truly Toyota BZ4X. Now, I'm a bit confused here. I'm sort of baffled here. Does this mean then, if you don't buy a Toyota BZ4X, you're getting a true Subaru? Because Subaru is saying it's a true Subaru. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, which is it? It's either a Toyota joint venture car with Subaru or it's not. Now, the truth is here that it's actually really a Toyota car. It's built by Toyota on Toyota production lines. Not on its own production line, by the way. It's not an EV-only production line. It's not an EV-only platform either. So, unfortunately, this is a compromised car. My friends, if you're a Subaru fan, if you're a Subaru buyer, personally, I've always been a bit of a fan of Subaru. Don't know why. Maybe the WRX days I kind of became a fan now. If you're a fan of Subaru, don't rush out and buy a Solterra. You'd have to be crazy. Now, I could be wrong, Maybe the price will come out and the price will be amazing. Who knows, maybe it'll come out and be $50,000. Now, I think that's extremely unlikely. Possible though. My suggestion to you is wait for a Subaru that is an EV only platform. Wait for a vehicle that has had proper development work really go into it. That is not the Solterra. That is not the BZ4X. Even Toyota have admitted to that. Even Toyota have admitted that this is a stopgap car. It's not an EV platform. It's built on basically an internal combustion production platform. It's not the car you want to buy if you're going to buy an EV. Now, what I'm saying is, you're a Subaru fan. There's a lot of people who only buy Subarus. They think, Subaru's my brand. I'm sticking with it. I know those people, and I understand. I totally understand where you're coming from. It's really an iconic brand. But this is not the iconic Subaru for you. There could be one. This, unfortunately, isn't it. And I don't think the sales for this car are going to go that well. The reason being, well, Subaru are not afraid of Chinese car companies, but they should be. They absolutely should be, because by the time this thing launches, there will be plenty of other options from Chinese car companies and Tesla that are cheaper. Yes, I said Tesla that are cheaper. It's highly unlikely the Solterra will be priced below a Tesla Model Y. The Tesla Model Y is a bigger car, more practical car. It's got a bigger interior, and it's more efficient, it's more powerful, and it's simply the better choice to go with at this point in time. Does that mean Subaru will have a better option in the future? We never know, they could, but like I said, there'll be a lot of other options available, and I personally don't think that this is a good choice. But Subaru are saying that I'm wrong. Subaru say, while orders for the Solterra don't officially open until October, there's been very strong interest from customers that have been into a dealership and wanted to sign a contract. Subaru, though, hasn't disclosed those numbers. They haven't given any pre-order numbers, so we don't know if that means that there's been 20 people that were really strongly interested or 100,000. We really don't know. Now, apparently the majority of customers that are keen for a Solterra are existing Subaru owners. Once we officially open orders, we expect to build a strong order bank, with a good number of those expected to be Subaru customers. But we will still expect to bring new customers to the brand with Solterra. If that does happen, I would be shocked. I would be absolutely blown away. What do you think? Let me know. Do you really think the Solterra is the kind of car that's going to bring new customers to the Subaru brand? I absolutely would be absolutely shocked if that were the case. Now, claim range for the new model. It's 487 kilometers for the base version, 542 kilometers for the bigger battery pack version. Estimated prices, 70 to 80,000 Australian dollars. So, around about 47 to 56,000 US dollars estimate. I don't know exactly what the prices are. In fact, no one does at this point in time. How much power does it have? According to Japanese specifications, the Solterra all-wheel drive has an 80 kilowatt, 170 newton meter motor on each axle. So one at the front, one at the back, meaning a total of 160 kilowatt and 337 newton meters of torque. So really it is certainly not even as powerful as Subaru's existing 2-litre turbo models, which have more power and torque than the Subaru Solterra does. Battery size, 71.4 kilowatt hour lithium-ion battery. It's of course not an LFP battery pack, unfortunately. If it was, that would be great. I'd definitely recommend, if you have a good look at this car, it doesn't have a blade battery pack from BYD, as some of Toyota's cars do now in China. Charging speed, 6.6 kilowatt for home charging, AC, DC fast charging, up to 150 kilowatt. Competitors include a new SUV that's coming from BYD. Of course, you got the BYD Atto 3 as well, which is not that much smaller than a Solterra, plus the Tesla Model Y, the Hyundai Ioniq 5, the Kia EV6, the new Kia EV5, and then there's some other EVs that will be coming within the next 6 months. If you keen to know what those are, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.